Okay, and last one here. Lavon says, ladies, for those of you that think you're not average, what is putting you above most women out there?
My personality.
I think I'm average.
You cost $4.
All right,
You're
let's
not
let's
I think I'm
Costs
average.
$4.
You said he cost $4.
Are we gonna go around?
yeah,
and
we can
answer?
go around. We
Okay.
can start here, I guess. Okay, so what makes you not average?
Your personality?
My personality, like if
What
I
about
was,
your personality makes you not average?
I'm very bubbly. Honestly, it's from the Bible, but my dad and like people have said I have the gift of gab, so I have the gift of talking and speaking to people and relating to others.
I thought the gab was meant
Gab,
God.
G-A-B.
That's him, not me.
The gift of
Mo,
gab.
come on now.
Gift of head? Oh my God.
Chris,
Is that what Guyet means? I always see it on the
No,
internet.
the gift of gab is the way that you can relate to people and talk to them.
Do you think
I'm
men
really
care
good.
about a woman having the gift of gab?
I
Yeah,
hope
because
so.
men to say I'm funny all the time. Of course, they care about the gift of gab.
You're lying to your
They
last nigga.
also care about the gift of gab because that leads to your mouth.
Okay, so wait, you're trying
What?
to advertise your head
No,
skills? or-
no. I'm just saying, men, you can't just be a pretty face in
relax.
these streets.
Bro, you are too friendly.
I'm not too friendly. I'm
I
not.
would say most men just want
Why
a quiet
do you think
girl.
that? You don't know me.
You just
I
No,
would,
gift of gab doesn't mean you're friendly. It means you know how to speak to people.
yeah, but what if I told you most guys want silence?
Mo,
Well, you can't have me then. I'll be single
Hey, Mo,
forever
chill.
before I'm silent.
Mo,
Okay.
chill. That's your girl.
Fantastic.
that was
Oh,
Chris.
Mo, yeah.
Oh.
You can't call me that.
Yeah,
All right.
Mo.
Unless
What,
we're in.
what about you?
Oh, let's read
Pull
the
up the
better
question again.
What?
Pull up the question again, guys. Please.
What's going on right now, bro?
I don't know. I'm trying to get them to pull the question back up.
Yo, Buzz went to the bathroom, man.
He said let's go to the bathroom.
Listen to the bathroom.
Bathroom,
Okay.
bro. I
Nigga, aren't you a producer?
The question
forgot
was,
the question.
how do you stand out against other women
That are average.
that are average? What about you in Seattle? How do you stand out?
I guess I'm really good with numbers.
Like,
Like I'm just like really good at multiplying like money.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's literally not funny.
Don't give a fuck.
Money.
Yeah, I'm doing numbers.
Okay.
That's not
Okay.
funny.
Mathing, nigga.
All right.
What's good?
Good at multiplying. All right. What about you? What sets you apart from other women to not be average?
Just like my whole aura, me as a person, just keeping it real.
Period.
How many countries can you name?
One, I named one. That's it. That's all.
Wait.
And I don't feel bad about
yo,
it.
Fresh Myron.
Period.
I see why she got married. If,
I'm not married.
well, engaged, right?
I'm engaged.
Well, if she signs up, then you see why.
Oh God. Okay, I see
wow.
what they're saying.
Oh, that nigga be like, turn around, back shot. So like,
My nigga paid for this.
really?
I ain't always
Oh,
been
you
like
paid
this.
for it.
BBL. Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Wow, it looks
Well-
real.
It looks
hold on,
natural.
hold on. I will say this though, it is better to build her up than to find her like that. So I would give him
What do you
props.
mean?
Find her like
Yes,
what?
ma'am.
Find her like what?
As in, like, for example, it's been
gotta
12
do
years, and
something.
they's probably tired of hitting flat ass. Nigga say, yo.
No. I didn't have a flat ass.
No?
I had a shape, but
Okay.
I had 2 kids and I wanted to fix
Why you
myself.
have
And
two
I did.
kids? Okay,
Yeah.
12 years. That's a
My
lot.
nigga said, yo,
Right.
that look great.
Wait.
Are you gonna get married?
So two
Yeah.
of his kids?
2, yes. of
How old
course.
are they?
All right, cool.
They're 7 and 3. 3 and 7.
So cute.
Okay. All
right.
What about you? How do you stand
I
out?
would say I like to work out a lot. I like to go to Pilates like 4 or 5 times a week.
How does it
So
help
you're
the man?
flexible.
Well, because I'm fit. So I like to stay fit. I like to take care of my body, eat well.
But again, if
W
a
Queen.
woman works out, I mean, she's going to be fit too. How do you stand out?
Well, not all women go to the gym,
Facts.
Quite a few do.
but not all. A lot of women don't go to the gym.
Especially black girls.
That's not true because I don't go to the gym.
I'm telling the truth,
A lot of women don't go to the gym. A lot of women don't take care of their bodies.
Especially black girls.
What the?
Why are you saying
Please stop.
that?
Who's saying that?
Chris.
Are you?
Where's
No.
Mo?
No.
Come on, Myron, come on.
Well, the average black woman is 187 pounds.
Yeah. So like,
Is that
Thank you,
a
Myron.
statistic?
Are you
I'm
serious?
not. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
I'm
In America?
Yes.
And the average woman
the average
is-
woman's 175,
Yeah.
5'3". The
So
average
they don't
black
go to
woman
the
is
gym.
187 pounds.
They're not working out.
What's the
taking
average
care-
man?
I don't know that, to be honest. I can check it, but regardless, women are too fat.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
So what do you mean that every girl goes to the gym if the average is 175?
Oh, no. Well, let's say women go to the gym. Not a lot, but some of them do.
but very
How
not a lot.
else do you stand out?
How else do I stand
Because she's a
out?
black queen.
I am a black queen too.
Yeah, all right, queen.
I would say
pretty.
I'm very caring. I didn't say that. I would say I'm very caring and nurturing for the guy that I'm with. And yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I think I'm average. I don't think I'm above average.
Okay. Good answer.
Yeah, good answer. Good.
All right. What about you?
That's the only truth you told so far.
Oh my God! Stop!
Don't do that.
Stop!
Hands me right now.
Why you gotta do her like that?
Yeah, fresh.
Why you gotta do her like that? That's
Not fresh.
rude.
Bro,
That's kind of rude.
the sky's the limit.
Oh, fresh.
He's just kidding. He's just joking.
What's rude about What's
That
rude about
was
saying
rude.
someone's average?
Because that means you're basic.
I mean,
Hold on.
It's
I'm not
basic.
Adriana Lima. I'm not some supermodel where I
Facts.
just stand
You don't
out.
know
and
Adriana.
dress.
Is it an
Victoria's Secret
insult
model.
to be average? You think it's an insult to?
I
think it is
a
because
majority of
everyone's
the people
special.
are. No,
What
not
are we
everybody.
saying
Not everybody
average?
is
Sorry.
special.
But-
You can't just give
but a
those
majority of people
titles
are
to
average, though.
everyone. Yeah.
That's why
Okay,
it's
but-
average.
But they're special in their own way.
No.
Society views them as average, and that's the basic criteria.
I'm the
we're
basic
saying-
criteria. That's
No,
what I'm
you're
saying.
not. You're a queen, and I really want you to
See,
know your
you can't
worth.
keep feeding everyone these types of delusions.
I'm not feeding them.
Not everyone is pretty, and that's okay. I accept
But
it.
everyone's
I'm
beautiful in their own way.
No, they're not.
No.
So wait,
What-
but like,
what the
would you say
beauty
you're
standard is
humble
set.
about your beauty? Would you say you're humble about it?
I am very. I just told you I was average.
Yeah, but like that's below humble to me.
what?
Nigga, who are you?
I don't think it's average. I think you're very pretty.
Thank you, and I really
don't-
appreciate that. But I've worked. I have friends who are models. Those girls are gorgeous. Like those
Facts.
are tens.
Facts.
Those are the beautiful girls. I am not. I'm just not one of the girls. And I accept that. That's not a problem.
But do you compare yourself to them?
I mean, I kind of have to.
You don't have to do
You
anything.
don't have to.
I mean,
I mean,
let's say we're in a club. I'm standing next to my model friend, and a guy
Okay,
comes
that's
next to me.
different.
I
But
know I'm
that's-
not getting
that-
hold
up.
on.
that's
But that's
different.
reality though.
Exactly.
Like everything is a competition.
And that's
like,
not a problem.
No, but you should be your own competition.
Can I digress?
I can't compete where I can't compare. I need a better doctor if I'm gonna do that.
But what do you mean by average? Like 175 pounds? Is that what you mean by like? I'm kind of confused.
Well, I'm just saying
Just
like.
like,
He said
what
the
would you
average
rate with
woman is
yourself?
Let's do one at a time.
175.
Yeah, well, number one, the average. Yeah, that's the average weight, right? But what I'm saying is that, like you're saying, there is no competition. I think that's kind of a crazy way to live life because if you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, there's no competition," well, by that default, then I can just be homeless and say, "There's no competition, bro."
No, but
like
when I say-
I'm happy with myself, so yeah,
get a
whatever.
baddie.
Yeah.
No, but when I say there's no competition, I mean every day you're supposed to get 1% better. So you should compare to yourself that was yesterday, not to someone else that's doing it. Like I don't compare myself to Kim K because I'm never gonna be on that level.
Exactly,
I'm
because
in
you
my
can't
own
compete
level.
where you can't compare.
But is she
Exactly.
above average, Kim K? I don't know.
I mean,
yeah.
Well,
of course.
it depends on
She's
them
made an
because
empire off
they
of her
said
looks.
That probably not.
So-
She
So-
made an empire off of the sex tape.
And
But
guess
I've
what?
heard
People
people
bought it.
sex
People
tape.
still
Yeah,
buy
no,
her
people
stuff.
bought
She's
that
in
shit.
that.
One microphone at a time.
But hold on, keep in mind, the marketplace decided her value.
Yeah.
So same thing with you. You could be in your own world. When you step outside, they're gonna tell you you're fat,
Yeah.
you're ugly, you look good. They'll tell you what you are.
Yeah,
the-
that's
the-
true.
the thing
like
is-
they keep saying I'm chia pet, Ice Spice here, and like I'm not eating it up. So
But you know what's funny about this?
What?
Us as men, her being real and saying, you know what? I'm average is harder than you saying you're 11.
that's true. No, but I just say that to boost my ego. I'm not really an 11 though.
Like when you,
I'm like a 7
So what
on
do
a
you like to
good
the
day.
audience?
I'm a 7 on a good day.
like when you say you're an 11, like is there
No,
room for
I say that-
improvement? Like you're
Oh,
saying you're
shit.
perfect?
No.
Baby, you're
I-
an 11.
Oh shit.
Thank
Okay.
you, love. See, she said it.
Yeah, but the point
But
is
are
that
you
see,
attracted
here's the
to
thing. I don't know if
women
you
or
guys have noticed it, like, but you guys kind of. Women don't live in reality a lot of the times. You
This
call
is true.
yourself.
It's
Can you please stop
Delulu.
interrupting for 2 seconds?
Sorry.
You have a very bad habit of interrupting. You need to stop doing that. Girls have very bad. Girls sit there and call themselves 10s or 11s or whatever it may be, and it's just crazy to me how like they think that they're perfect, and the reality is you're not. And then also on top of that, there's people that you're competing with, like whether you want to accept it or not. There's a lot of amount of men that are attractive, etc. You have to compete with other women to get these men. So it's like for you to sit there and say, I'm a 10, I'm an 11, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you really were, you would have had that guy by your side or chasing after you. And the reality is that most women don't have the value that they think they do.
But do you think men and women have to compete, or women and women, and then men and men?
Everyone competes.
Both genders.
But it's just that one gender tries to sit there and say that I don't compete with anyone or that I'm my own competition, which is a ludicrous way to look at the world. Because you compete with everybody no matter what, whether you go to school, sports, competing for a job, competing for a man. We all compete. It's just that women don't want to admit that they're competing.
Sure.
And you guys, and the other thing too that I noticed that women tend to do is she said, I'm average. And then you immediately said, no, you're not, blah, blah, blah. And then she also kind of bigged you up too. You guys feed into each other's delusion.
Yep.
Women don't tell each other the truth at all. Like, y'all are never going to tell each other you need to lose weight. You're never going to tell each other, hey, maybe you should,
you're right.
maybe you should be more quiet. Oh, hey, maybe
might.
you should change this behavior. Women never really hold each other accountable for
Yeah,
their
that's
poor
true.
decisions. They really don't.
I have a
true.
question.
What?
So what is like above average? Like to you guys are men, right? I mean, I guess we're all straight here. What is above average?
We're not.
Like what is a 10 or what is an 11 to you guys? I'm kind of curious.
I mean, everybody has a different standard, but I would say
Oh, I'm saying
there
you
are
guys
some
is-
women that you could make the argument are pretty much objectively beautiful by most standards.
what
but,
makes them that? Like what's some standard?
I mean, it's just things
It's
that
the
men typically look
marketplace.
for, right? That men typically look for a thin waist, right? Hips that are a little bit wider, long hair,
Coke bottle
universally,
shape.
Coke bottle shape.
Yeah.
Obviously, full breasts, youth, good skin. If a girl has that, she's going to be attractive to a majority of men.
Yeah, but who's right at the end of the day?
Can I digress?
What do you mean?
Can I
What do you
say
mean?
my
Told you the
part?
marketplace.
We just told you the
The
market dictates it.
marketplace.
Yeah. So
And there are standards that men generally look for in women.
so you might have an opinion of yourself, but again, you step outside, they're going to tell you what you are.
Yeah.
The important part is there is an ass for every seat. There is always somebody that's just gonna want
Yeah, you're funny, yo.
Fair enough.
I was kidding.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
So she said she's average. And then what about you?
I wanted to add to what you guys were talking about. I think it's all about subjectivity because at the end of the day, like you said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And sure, there's objective reasonings to how people, look at beauty, which is, the thin waist, the nice face, or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you cannot, like you said, compete where you compare. At the end of the day, of course, if someone has self-confidence, to myself, this is what I feel like. But that doesn't mean I'm going to project that on other people and believe that they're going to think I'm like an 11 or a 12, But I personally have the self-confidence to think, I'm...
Do you think men care about confidence from women?
Oh, but that's not about men. I'm just, you're asking a question about whether,
No, hold on. It is about men because men are the ultimate consumers of female beauty.
Sure,
so it is about
absolutely.
men.
Oh, yeah,
So,
of course.
so I'm asking you the question then. Do you think men care about female confidence?
Yeah, I think so too because I've heard many,
The
many
answer is a
men...
profound no. We don't care about your confidence.
Okay, but let me ask you a question because I've heard before that men may think because you've seen a pretty insecure girl and you're like, she's not that pretty because she's insecure, or she's secure so she's like has more like to add on. I mean, I've seen comments like that. Perhaps but this is what I'm saying. Going back to this is subjective.
If
It's
a
not
woman's attractive,
objective.
she's attractive. Like, men don't care about a woman's confidence because we don't look for those traits in females. You guys look for that. We don't care about that shit.
But who makes the rules about the level of attractiveness?
Like she said, there's
Men
an
in
ass
the
for everyone. There's
marketplace.
guys that will
marketplace.
find like
There are things that men universally find attractive, and it tends to be that women don't really care and or know what the things that men find attractive. Like, we don't care about your confidence or your ambition or any of that shit. That's what you guys look
Then
for in us.
Why do you lie about it and say like you
Because they want to have sex.
Period.
Wait,
Yeah,
care about what?
sex.
Because here's the thing. If I meet a girl, right, and she sits there and says, oh, yeah, I'm confident. I went to school. I'm educated. I got a job. Well, clearly you're invested in that, right? That's why you went to school and you did that. The guy is going to appease that ego into your ego investments and compliment you on what you worked on. But realistically speaking, he doesn't give a fuck if you worked a job or if you were homeless.
So he's
But
just
what
trying
about
to
the
hit.
men that want to split bills and do 50-50? Don't they care about that?
Well, of course, but guess what? Do you want that?
that's not
I know,
men.
but I'm just
That's a
asking.
boy.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they do exist?
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Yeah, but those aren't the
Again,
men that you want.
Exactly.
Right. Well, I'm prepared, but I don't.
No, but this
They're
is
so
crazy to me.
important.
You're fighting to talk to men. Well, you're saying this in real time that you don't even want. But it's funny because the men that you actually do want are taller than you, successful, and somewhat good looking, and as well, they'll tell you what it is for the most part. But sometimes because they want to smash you, they'll tell you what you want to hear.
Yep.
So in retrospect, speaking here, your idea of what looks might be is good for yourself, but in reality speaking, they're going to tell you what it is
But
just by who they choose.
Sometimes you can decipher when a man is. Sometimes you can decipher when a man is telling you what you want to hear, just so he can hit.
You couldn't tell.
No, you're
$4?
gonna.
What do you?
I can't
Yeah.
tell.
I'm just saying, bro.
That was bad.
You want me to lie to you?
Are you gonna let her do that to me?
You want me to lie to you?
Yeah, Mo.
I'm done.
Okay.
Fresh,
Are you finished?
how dare you?
No, I mean, I just
nigga, bro.
I just want to say one last thing, which is the dichotomy between women being nurturers and men being more into the nature part. Nurturers have this appease where they're more caring and have a little bit more emotional I want to say intelligence towards, others. And with nature, well, of course, if we're talking about animalistic senses, well, men only care about certain characteristics to procreate and things like these.
Yeah.
However, then how do you differentiate? Again, this is just me because I believe in a bit of a soul and a bit more deeper. How do you differentiate between animals that are just have these sense of animalistic sense and then like humans? Like, why can't we progress towards caring about each other's like ambitions and things like these? Like, why is it just about like what I find
Because you're looking at
attractive?
things from a female lens, which is your
Sure.
fault. Like it.
It's my fault.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm saying that's your fault right now. Is you're looking at things from a female lens. Like, why don't you care about ambition? Blah blah blah. Let me ask you this: if it's my job to take care of you and provide for the family, etc., why would I care about your ability to provide?
Well, then why do you like me at all? You just want to procreate and that's it?
Pretty much, yeah.
So you have
It's
no
because
soul.
humans
It's
lack
not about
empathy.
It's not about soul. I can make the argument that you don't have a soul because you want me for what I provide.
But that's
I
not
can make
true,
that
but
argument too.
But you just said you're looking for a woman's perspective. So I like to look for ambition. I like to see what the man likes. I like,
Okay,
so
but ask yourself, why are you looking for ambition and what the man likes?
because I want to care for him as well.
Okay, no. The real reason
No?
why you're looking for ambition
Okay.
is because a man's ambition is directly tied to his ability to create resources in the future,
Yep.
which
Right.
is what you're interested in. So that's a very selfish and
Is it?
self-interested way to look at things, which is fine. Because when we're mating, we're trying to find the best.
Sure.
We're trying to be in our best interest. So what I'm saying is that men don't look for that because we know that we have to come into the relationship as a provider. So why do
Right.
I give a shit about you being a provider?
Well, they're not all providers because then there's
Women are not
the argument of the
providers.
50.
I have a question.
Well,
You're missing the whole point of the
no,
argument.
I understand what you're saying. I think you're right.
Like, yeah, like it's like.
I think he has the question.
I think you're right, Myron.
I'm supposed to be the one that comes in to provide. So why would
Right.
I care about your ability to provide when that's my job?
But she's
Would you, if you got in a relationship with a guy and he spent more time to get ready than you and he was a super pretty boy, but he didn't provide any money, would you want to be with him?
No, but would you care about the opposite? Would you want me to get ready and look pretty for you to provide
that's a
for me?
feminine
That's my
trait.
point.
Right.
You,
So-
you don't see what I did there.
You're
That's
saying
a
the
at all.
same thing. You're saying the same thing.
Right.
I'm saying if I came into a relationship, I'm the pretty boy. I'm taking longer than I'm taking longer to get dressed than you. I'm being, I'm getting my
Yes.
nails done and all
Yes,
this other
yes,
shit.
yes, yes.
You would be like, what the fuck? Like, I don't care about you being
Okay,
like
I
this.
understand. Yes, it's true.
It's not my job to be the pretty boy. It's not your job to be the provider.
Right. But I never said about pride. I was just saying ambition and just like passion.
Ambition is
It's providing.
it's
it's
a
an
way.
economic thing. Only.
Ambition is a womanese for translation for I want you to be able to provide for me in
Yeah,
the future.
money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, man.
At
Let's
least.
be
Question
honest
for
here.
you, Fit. If your
Yeah.
girlfriend didn't want to work at all, would you be okay?
She doesn't. I told her to quit.
So she never wanted to work.
She works for
again?
me now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
shit.
care if a female has like cares about you? Like, do you care about if a female is empathetic towards you in a relationship?
I mean, I would
Like
argue.
you say that's the only thing. Like, if that's the only thing she provides for you is empathy, would you care about that or no?
I think women lack empathy in general when it comes to men. And I'll tell you why. Women don't give a shit about what men go through. They don't care. If I'm a brokey, all you care about is that I'm a brokey and I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Well,
And
necessarily.
women don't really care about men's struggles. It's like they want the guy to be finished and ready to go when they meet him. So I don't expect her to have empathy because it's my job to be successful and be the best version of myself, and then she comes after. That's what it is. Women really don't have empathy. I'd argue men in general typically have empathy because we have to understand women to attract them. But women don't have to understand men to attract them. You guys exist, guy comes to you. For us, we have to exist and know what women like, what they're attracted to, what they're not attracted to, dance around things, lie to y'all, sell your dreams, I don't know, give you affirmations or whatever your love language is. You said your love language is getting gifts or whatever. Like, guys got to understand all this shit to be able to get women, but women don't have to understand men to get men.
Now,
Yeah.
obviously,
So
if you're the girl's top pick, you're gonna care about him. You're gonna want to be there for him and support him. But he has to be your top pick because he's doing what, providing for you.
Angie's empathetic to me
factors.
now, but she wouldn't have been empathetic had I not been the individual that I am.
Facts.
First.
Facts.
Women only give a shit and are empathetic once they actually are attracted to you and like you in the first place.
So she likes you for you. Myron
Yeah, I have
Called.
a question. Oh, sorry, you go.
I don't know about that.
Sometimes there are women that will build a man
First, I see
for
what you tried to do
them.
there. Huh? Was that?
Sometimes there's women that will build a man for them.
Those are usually the
Bro.
women that are thrown away.
And get cheated on.
Bro,
Oh.
Yeah, women
Are you
will
serious?
build
No,
a man.
I'm serious. Like I have friends that have built their perfect man. He's a project.
And
they
he
see him
left.
as a project.
And he laughed.
And
after
no,
finishing.
they did not. No, they're married. Like they molded him and warped him into
Statistically,
what they
the men
wanted.
leave.
But did you
after.
really do you respect
Statistically,
yourself
they
for
leave.
doing that? For
Yeah.
going through
I don't know.
that?
I didn't do
because,
it.
like, I mean, obviously, I'm not
Yeah.
saying you.
It doesn't
did
work. I get what you're
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, it never works when a woman is building up a man. Women don't build, they move in. Like,
Yeah.
that's generally what it is. Like, I think a man can absolutely build up a girl. Hey, I need you to be XYZ. I need you to be the best girlfriend for me. I think men need to build women and, reprogram bad habits because a lot of females have bad habits. But if it's the other way around where the woman is coming in like, oh, I'm going to build you up. No girl wants to do that. Tell a man how to be a man.
That's facts.
But I could easily come in because I'm the leader. I'm supposed to be the man anyway. And tell her, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Hey, I don't like girls that do this. Hey, I want you dressed like this. That's totally fine from a male perspective because that's my job. I'm the one that's responsible for her, so I should have some authority over her too.
Simply put, kings make queens. Queens don't make kings.
Are you worried your girlfriend is just with you for money?
Well, here's the thing. I understand that a big part of the female mating strategy is security, and a component of security is finances. But for it to be only money, well, you're not going to get the genuine desire if she only likes you for money. It's a bunch of other things that you have to be able to have as well. But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, oh yeah, my money doesn't have a play at all. No, of course it does, because security is a critical component to attraction for females.
Are you worried, like, if you ran out of money, she would leave you?
Well, no,
Wait, what?
no,
I'm serious
because
question,
I know
men say this all the time.
No, because I've what I did was I put some investments on the side where I'm always gonna be able to have a certain amount of money coming in regardless of what happens.
Well, that's wealth. I feel like wealth is attributed to education and building things. And then there's people that, like, you guys always talk about these topics like, oh, you would leave your guy for, like, Ferraris. I'm not going to shut up, by the way. But I will say that you guys always talk about, like, the Ferraris and the Porsches, and which is understandable because there's a lot of women like that.
No.
But what's the difference between, like, being rich and, like, wealth, which is building education and building something with your man, and then, being rich? I've met tacky people that have, like, all these Porsches and all these things, but they
you ever
can
been
just
a
lose
Bugatti?
it. They can just lose it.
Well-
and that's not wealth.
Well,
I
he
don't
just
know.
said he's not going to lose it because he's smart with
But
his
that was
money.
what I'm saying. Then you have wealth, which I believe is.
It's funny because you
What does
mentioned
that do with
Porsche and
anything?
Ferrari.
Yeah.
No wonder they lose
I mean,
it.
I don't.
Need to get a Lambo.
Bro, GT3 RS is pretty cool. 992 GT3 RS, come on.
But you know about
I mean, it comes down
I used
to
to
just
work at
being,
Porsche.
You don't think it's different? Like
It
you
just
say
comes
you
down to
build
being
wealth.
intelligent and obviously
Sure.
investing your money into certain assets that pay you back. So if things were to go down, you'd still be fine and you get passive income. No matter. Once you figure out a way to make money while you sleep, you'll be all right. But yes, I mean, I'm not delusional to sit here and be like, it's only me. Like, no, it's everything. It's obviously being in the gym and having a certain level of fitness. It's in my character. It's my mindset. It's the way I do things, my money, everything else, status. All that plays into it where you got to be a complete package as a guy.
I mean, think about it. We're in Miami. There's many millionaires here in Miami. Why choose him over everybody else?
That's true.
For one, he can provide, but two, it's him.
But a lot of men here just want you to love them for them. I hear that so many times. I want you to love me for me. You hear that in rap songs all the time. Like, I want her to love me. No, it's everywhere. Love me for me. I don't want a girl who's a gold digger. I mean, we hear it all the time.
They don't care.
Well, I've said this before. People get mad. I say all girls are gold diggers. Some are just better at hiding the shovel, right? So some girls will sit there and say words like ambition. Some girls will sit there and say, oh, I want a guy that's a provider. Another girl will say, oh, I want a man that's a leader. Like, all of these things are nuanced ways of saying I want a man that has money to some degree, because you can't be a brokey and expect compliance from your woman. Like, she'll support you for a little bit, like she did, right, for 3 months. But women long term don't provide security for men. So all girls are gold diggers to some degree. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I want to be very clear about that. That I don't think that there's anything wrong with a woman wanting a man that could provide. I think that's good. It's healthy. It's the way the world has worked since the beginning of time, and that's just how it is. I don't think women should be in the workplace. I wouldn't be honest with y'all. But feminism is here, so now you guys got to work. So
I think for a man as well.
the mics. Oh, someone hit the plugs. All right, yeah, someone hit the plug in the bottom. Let me fix it.
I can't hear now.
No, but you
Yeah, I can hear myself, but I see you got it. All right, thanks.
I think it was Spice.
Someone hit a.
Yeah. You think it was Ice Spice? Yeah.
No, because the plug is in the back.
It's switching the back.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of you might have kicked it or something.
What about now?
Check. Give it a second. Let it turn on,
It's turning on.
and it's gonna turn on in a second.
Oh, there you go.
All right, chat. We do it live, man.
We're back.
No, not my bag.
Guys, don't kick that box, huh?
No, I can't hear you. We should be.
He's gonna reboot.
Yeah. Give it some time. Don't turn it. Don't re-switch it. Okay. Yeah, I still can't hear
And we're back.
Say something.
Okay, we're good to go. Yep.
Yeah,
I can myself now.
I can hear you.
And just to answer your question as well. So I think for a guy, obviously speaking, he wants her to love for him. But I look at it as who I became from experiences of like what I've been through, just dating experience, the man I am today. That's what I want. So after all that hard work, okay, now I have to show myself as a man. I hope you can like me for who I am now. Versus back in the day, I wasn't up to par. I wasn't where I needed to be. So as a result, I know you didn't like me for who I was back then.
Yeah.
But now I become the man of today. That's what I want.
Well, it's
Do you test
Mamos.
girls? Like, do you test girls? Like, show up in a toy, like a. I
All
see
the
these
time.
videos on TikTok. Do you show
All the
up in
time.
like a what is it, a hoopty, and then?
No, that's stupid.
So
Do you show up in a hoopty?
So
and then
I have
show
a
up in
little
a
test
Lambo?
where like I'll actually like pull up in like a G-Wagon, but I'll be like, yo, I'm downstairs in a Toyota Corolla. And I'll
Why
just be
would
like,
that matter to them?
huh?
Why would that matter to
No,
anyone?
because I'm waiting to see her response, right?
Wait,
And
there's
she-
people that genuinely have a different response.
I mean, I've never had a bad response to it, but I'm just saying I just want to see her mentality. And then she'd be like, oh, you're not a Toyota, you're in a G-Wagon. It's like, oh.
Would you ask her for money as a test? Because I've seen people do that.
Well, I mean, that's another way you can test a girl too. But I feel like if you're doing things correctly, like, I won't say on camera, but if you're doing things correctly, she's going to want to invest into you as well. And I think
In what way? What does invest mean?
let's say, for
'Cause
example,
invest
like-
is money.
let's say she lives at a building, right? And you're pulling up to valet. Oh, babe, don't worry, I got valet. Or, for example, I got lunch today. I got dinner today. Small things like that. Obviously speaking, if she wants to show love like Valentine's Day or, for example, your birthday, she might buy you a gift too. But I just mean in general, if we go spending money on you, she actually likes you.
I
So-
agree because when I like a guy, I will always offer to buy a drink or to buy dinner if I genuinely like them, just as a gesture of like me giving like, oh, I like you.
And it's not every single time.
No,
but
it's
obviously,
not.
when you're
But
in
when
the
you
mood,
feel it,
you like the
yeah.
guy. Oh, you
course.
know what? He's been good to me, dicking me down good. I'll cover this.
And can I just
Because
add
I've heard tests, like, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I've heard tests where it's like, I've heard tests where it's like, ask her for $700 and see if she sends you the money. Like, that's kind of like weird to me.
Well, that's kind of like cliche because I mean, obviously speaking, like that's a random number. I would just say like tests of her like actual desire and her actual like I want to say the small things matter, you know, because if you ask too much big things up front, obviously she may not be that invested. But if time has on some level gone by and you ask for little things over a period of time, you can see the character versus the one-time money or one-time events. You don't really see the person's character over a period of time.
Well,
So-
I've heard like a lot of success stories from like my parents' friends where, you know, it might have started off like they didn't have the money or they just wanted to, like foreign parents that went to another country and started a new business. And I think it's all about like the actual value of how you see a man, for example, where like you may not see, he's not rich at the beginning, but you're like, oh, we can build something together. And I've seen so many success stories of parents that are foreigners and they started their own business and they're still together 30 and 40 years later. And it's true what you said, like they saw the value in that man for the future. And at the end of the day, they're still together because they worked at it together. And it's true, man, maybe the man put in more work or whatever in that sense of the economic round, but the woman was always there to support
Yeah,
them.
but I would say
throughout
modern women
everything.
don't have that
Yeah.
trait really like that anymore.
And
Girls are you know, hypnotized by TikTok and Instagram,
Sure, I
and
agree, and I
they
think that's
see
true.
they see guys like making money and success and everything else like that. So
It's
I don't think a
instant
lot of women are
validation.
willing to build up with guys in today's day and age, especially in the United States.
Not all men are worth building with, though, because I feel like the man that's sleeping until like 1 p.m., you're saying, oh, I'm going to build with this guy. The guy that's not working hard at
Understandable.
his current job.
Understandable.
You can't say I'm going to build with him. The guy that's never read a book in his life or is not meeting with entrepreneurs and spending time to meet with them. How are you going to say you're going to build with him?
Yeah,
Like,
but
he
you
has to
mentioned
have those-
foreigners. The mentality is different.
I
And
agree,
if you're
yeah.
coming as a couple, they come in here to like actually make wealth and build together. Versus if you live in America already and you've already built your wealth,
Well, it's
just come into it
self-entitlement. Yeah, I think
like after the fact.
I,
So you have to
I'm
test her to
immigrant.
see if she's going to be on par.
Sorry,
But-
I just want to say I'm an immigrant, and I've just been hearing a lot of people saying like, oh, like now American people don't have the values that they did before because they're more comfortable, so they don't need to build that success with their partner. And I just personally think that's like a lost value, but that's just what I think.
I agree.
But I think it's possible, you know.
Well, we're not
it's-
going back, so
Depending on the man, right? I mean,
Right.
you guys are different. Like, you guys are not sleeping in till like 1 p.m. So many men who are your age.
Chris.
No, I don't think, Renee, I don't think
We
it just
sleep in late, but
depends
it's
on the
because we
man.
work at night. But I get what you're saying, though.
think it
I understand your
does.
perspective.
I think it does. Not all men are going to be million. Like, you say you want to build with this guy because he says, hey, I have this billion-dollar business idea. Stick by me. So many men say that. Stick by me. But there's no characteristics of a millionaire. Like Elon Musk, if you look at his interview 20 years ago, he was working 24-hour days to get Teslas off the ground.
Hold on.
no, but
real quick. What's your opinion on this? Because you have a boyfriend. You guys were in China.
Yeah.
Why'd you choose him? And does money is a factor for you?
Money.
I choose him because he's sweet.
Nah, it's money, man.
He's sweet and handsome. Even he doesn't make enough money like I make, I build business for him.
Bro, this nigga that spent
hold on.
$60K on Dogecoin, man.
But remember, she's not from here. The culture is different over there. So you make more money than him?
Yeah.
Was it always that way, or is it that way now?
From first 2 years.
Well, she's a housewife.
Yeah.
So how are you a housewife? If
I know, right?
Because later I helped him with his modeling career, and then we make money during the pandemic.
City boys, we up.
Yo, I promise you, bro, you should be a private investigator. You ask a lot of good questions.
Oh, what? I'm trying to figure out.
How is it
How are
even?
you a
How are you
housewife
happy?
with like he has to have money for you to be a like if you're not working.
Yes.
If you live in Miami, rent is like
Yes, we make money for the past 3 years during pandemic.
doing like crypto.
No, modeling.
Scamming the shit.
Modeling made him a millionaire and retired?
Huh?
Is he still modeling now?
Now we trying to do modeling here in Miami.
Yo, this nigga's
Do
spamming.
people
Run on the money, bro. What the
Wait,
fuck?
Fresh, do people in foreign countries not care about income like Americans do with the men and women?
Obviously, it's a factor, but like not like how I want to say the entitled women of the West are. It's kind of like they come to it with, okay, do art, nigga, do this for me, do that for me, versus, all right, I'm with my man, I'm gonna build it up and see where it goes because I believe in my man. I feel like women here are like,
So wait, I'm still trying to understand. So he's a model.
Yep.
But he doesn't model right now, or he's trying to find a modeling gig in Miami.
Yes.
How long have you guys been here?
3 months.
Okay, so you just moved.
Yeah.
But he was modeling and successful in China.
Yep.
Okay, so they just moved here. I guess he's trying to. Okay.
So he had a lot of success in China, and that's how he's surviving off savings.
Yes, we do a lot of advertisement and film movies.
so question, if he runs out of money, would you stay?
Of course, we will stay together because we build our dream together.
What's the
Okay.
dream?
Is he watching right now?
No,
No?
he doesn't even want me to be here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Why'd you?
And-
you come
and you
if
still
he didn't
came?
want you to be
She's
here?
living
Yeah,
her
why'd you
lone
disobey
life.
your husband? That's kind of.
You cool, nigga?
Disobey? Is she a child?
Very.
Well, because I mean,
You a child?
not a child. but
Disobey your family.
if he's your husband, you gotta like listen. Like he's a man.
Fuck, Chris.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Disobey
You
your
gotta
family.
respect each other.
I
Very
know.
disobey.
If my man, I want to be able to listen to him if he says right.
Yeah. What do you say to that? She's saying, yeah. So like, he didn't want you to be here, but you're here. Would you agree with that? Disagree? She's saying that disobeying him.
No, because we respect each other. We respect each other's choice. And I make this choice because he know I'm smart, so he believe in me.
But what if he told you, babe, honestly, I don't want you to go? Would you say, no, I'm still going? Or would you be like, you know what, I'm going to stay home?
I will tell him the reason why I need to be here.
Why?
And I convince him.
Why?
Oh, you convinced? Okay. Go ahead, Chris. What?
No, why are you here?
I'm here because
she wants to be here.
I'm really interested in this show. I really want to meet you guys.
Okay.
No, she wants.
And I want to meet China too.
She wants sugar daddy.
What the fuck, Chris? I'm just kidding. Okay.